He was 12 years old, covered in bruises, and walked straight into a biker clubhouse where most people wouldn't dare to enter. But he didn't ask for help, didn't beg for money. He asked for one thing that shocked everyone. "Can I work here?" The door groaned, and every head in the Rust Fangs clubhouse turned. Standing in the doorway was a kid, maybe 12, drowning in a gray hoodie 2 sizes too big. His sneakers were held together with duct tape. His face was angled down, but not enough to hide the purple-yellow bruise on his left cheekbone. "Wrong address, kid." Someone called out, but the boy didn't leave. He stepped inside. "I'm looking for work," the boy said quietly. "After school, I can sweep floors, clean tools, organize parts, whatever needs doing." Laughter came, but Keller wasn't laughing. The sergeant at arms sat in the corner, a mountain of a man with a shaved head and a scar from temple to jaw, a souvenir from Fallujah. He'd learned to read people. What he saw in this kid's face wasn't desperation. It was determination wrapped around shame, held together with quiet strength that came from surviving things children shouldn't survive. Keller stood. "What's your name?" "Noah. Noah Collins. You live around here." "Oak Street, the yellow house with the chain link fence." Keller knew that house. Foster home. The Hendersons. The place had a reputation. "How old are you?" "I'll be 13 in March." Keller walked closer, and Noah's shoulders tensed, but he didn't step back. "That's a nasty bruise." "I fell off my bike." "Where'd you fall?" "Does it matter?" "Yeah," Keller said quietly. "It does." Keller made a decision. "You wait here." He pointed to a battered couch. Keller didn't go to the garage. He went to his phone. 2 hours passed. Tina brought a sandwich and Coke, setting them beside him without a word. Noah stared at them for 10 minutes before eating. When Keller returned, the boy was exactly where he'd left him. "All right, Noah, we've got work. $10 an hour. 3 days a week after school. You show up on time, work hard, don't steal, don't lie ever. Can you do that?" "Yes, sir." "Good. We start Tuesday, 4 o'clock. Noah walked toward the door. His hand was on the handle when Keller spoke. "Noah, that bruise didn't come from a bike." Noah's face went blank. "Tuesday, 4 o'clock. What the hell was that about?" Razor asked. "That was a kid asking for a lifeline, and we're damn well going to throw him one." Noah showed up Tuesday early. Keller led him to the garage where Lucky was bent over a Harley engine. "Kid's going to help with cleanup." Lucky grunted. "Brooms in the corner." Noah swept like his life depended on it. Lucky noticed. The kid didn't cut corners, just worked. After an hour, Lucky called him over. "You know anything about engines?" "No, sir." "Stop calling me sir." Lucky pulled out a box of bolts and washers. These got mixed up. Sort them by size and type. Noah sat on the floor. What Lucky saw surprised him. Noah organized with precision that spoke of a mind that craved order in chaos. "You're good with your hands," Lucky said. "My dad used to fix cars before." "Before what?" "Before he left." "Well, I can teach you some basics. How engines work." Noah's eyes lit up. "Really?" "Yeah, but only if you keep showing up." "I will. I promise." Moose Joe walked in. A bear of a man with a white beard. His son had died 8 years ago. Overdose. The real killer had been a foster system that bounced the kid through 7 homes in 4 years. "I'm headed toward Oak Street." "I'll walk with you." They walked in silence. "How's school?" "Fine." They turned onto Oak Street, and Noah's pace slowed. Through the window, Joe could see a large man pacing, agitated. "Noah," Joe said quietly, "if things ever get bad, really bad, call this number." He pulled out a card. "Day or night, someone will answer." Noah took the card. "Why are you doing this?" "Because you asked for work instead of a handout. That takes guts." Joe waited until Noah was inside. He called Keller. "It's worse than we thought." "I know. We're documenting everything. And if that's not fast enough, we handle it our way." 3 weeks in, Noah had become part of the garage's rhythm. Thursday evening, the clubhouse door slammed open. "Where's the kid?" Clive Henderson stood in the doorway. 6 feet 2 inches. 220, rage in bloodshot eyes. Lucky stepped in front of Noah. Can I help you? That's my foster kid. Keller merged. Mr. Henderson. Noah's shift ends at 6 o'clock. It's 5:30. I didn't give him permission to be here. His caseworker signed off. I've got the paperwork. Behind him, Razor and two other bikers formed a wall. Noah shows up with fresh bruises every few days. His caseworker hasn't visited in 3 months. So, I'm curious about these responsibilities. Kid's clumsy. And maybe if he wasn't such a screw-up, I wouldn't have to. He caught himself. Wouldn't have to. What? Clive pointed at Noah. You home 1 hour. He stormed out. I should go. Noah whispered. Not yet. Keller pulled out his phone. Joe walked Noah home, but Barker followed on his bike, circling. When they reached the house, Clive was visible through the window, pacing and drinking. You don't have to go in, Joe said. I do. If I don't, he'll call the caseworker. Then I go to a group home, and those are worse. How do you know? Because I've been in 3 of them. This is number 4. After this, they stop trying to place you. Something cracked inside Joe's chest. It's fine. I'm used to it. Joe called Keller. We're out of time. Meet me at Tina's diner. Tina poured coffee. Heard about the foster kid. How bad is it? Bad. We need evidence. What's the kid's last name? Collins. Noah Collins. She disappeared into the back and returned with a dusty box. Emma Collins. She worked here 20 years ago. Got pregnant. Had a baby boy. Then gone. Never came back. Keller's blood went cold. Tina pulled out a faded Polaroid. A young woman with Noah's eyes holding an infant. On the back, Noah for months, my whole world. Jesus, Joe breathed. Keller's contacted CPS Molina, fast-tracked Noah's case. Emma Collins' disappearance broke everything open. Molina found Noah's intake paperwork. Clive had claimed he'd found the baby abandoned. He's been trafficking that kid through the system, Molina told Keller. Collecting checks. And Emma Collins didn't disappear. Someone made her disappear. The emergency hearing was set for Friday. That night, Joe told Clive, I'll be here tomorrow at 7. Noah's got an appointment. Friday arrived. Where are we going? Noah asked, Courthouse. About whether you want to keep living in that house. Do I have a choice? Yeah, kid. For the first time, you do. Molina presented evidence. Photographs, medical records, testimony. Clive's lawyer crumbled when Molina dropped Emma Collins' file. Your client was the last person to see this woman alive. I'm recommending a criminal investigation. When the judge asked where we want to go, Noah looked at Moose Joe. With them, the Russ Fangs. They're the only ones who ever gave me a choice. The judge granted emergency guardianship to Joseph Mancini. The clubhouse threw together a bedroom in 2 days. By Sunday, Noah had a space. That evening, the club gathered. Keller raised a beer. To the kid who walked into a biker clubhouse asking for work. You got guts. And now you've got family. To family. Later, Joe found him on the steps staring at the stars. You okay? My mom. Do you think we'll ever find out what happened? I don't know, but we're going to try, and whatever we find, you won't face it alone. Noah leaned against Joe's shoulder. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for being brave enough to walk through that door. The system hadn't saved him. A kid asking for work, and a group of broken men choosing to be better. That's what saved him. And sometimes that's exactly how family is born.